Public Figures plays their biggest show yet and turned disaster into opportunity. If you want to hear more, please stick around. This is All Gas, No Trash. My name is Adam, and welcome back to the program. And welcome to a brand new episode. And before we get underway, we do have to do the Game Rage No Curse Minute, where we kill the first 60 seconds of the program in order to play nice with the YouTube algorithm with no cursing and no swearing whatsoever. First, I'd like to give a quick thanks to everybody that has been listening to our program on RSS, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you've been listening. We sincerely appreciate it, especially those that have been listening on YouTube that have either liked, commented, or subscribed. We sincerely appreciate it. Please continue to do so. We've seen a little bit of a bump in subscribers. We are now at 132 or 133. In either case, we are extremely appreciative, and thank you to everybody that has been listening. And that'll be the Game Rage No Curse Minute. All right, let's get underway with the episode. We are talking about Public Figures, a band that is from Melbourne, Australia. And as far as the genres of music they play, well, they've kind of opened themselves up with their recent single called How I'm Feeling, which comes across more as blurish, Damon Albarn type of sound compared to some of their previous tracks that felt more punk rock or rock oriented. So this is a bit of a surprise to me, but nonetheless, just a very cool group from Melbourne, Australia, amongst the many great artists that are coming out of that city, including Wilson, who does soul music, Dugong Jr., who does house music, Chow Chow, Gut Health. I think Split System is also from Melbourne. I could be mistaken about that, but just to make a point, Australia right now is one of the best cities, or rather, one of the best countries as far as punk goes, when you have bands like 1-800-Mikey, GT, Civic, The Chats, Split System, Public Figures, of course, Gut Health. I mean, there's so many great bands that are coming out of Australia at this moment that my head's spinning. And Public Figures is the latest one, and it's just very exciting to hear a band like this. And obviously, we are here to talk about the recent happenings with Public Figures in that they played with Amyl and the Sniffers. As for the show itself, it seems to have been promoted by Double J, the radio station, in addition to City of Melbourne and also Fed Square, where the event was hosted. And I'm very curious to find out where Public Figures or how Public Figures was discovered, if it was Double J, the radio station itself, or if Amyl and the Sniffers is very keen to what's going on in the world of music that is happening within Melbourne itself. But that is the question that I've been asking myself since this show happened. And I guess the reason I find this whole thing rather curious is because Public Figures doesn't have a whole lot of presence in terms of videos that are available online. As far as I could tell on YouTube, there's I think a couple search results that come up for Public Figures where there is a short, roughly 3-minute video of just one song from them at a local venue in Melbourne. But there's also a full set that somebody recorded that comes out to roughly 19 minutes. And there's a lot of songs that I haven't heard, or rather that they haven't been released yet. And I'm just very curious to know how either Double J or Amyl and the Sniffers brought Public Figures into the fold. But nonetheless, talking about the show itself, it seems like the attendance was somewhere in the thousands. There were many fans in attendance ready to listen to Amyl and the Sniffers, and as it came to be, they did not actually perform as there was a security breach, or there was way too many people, and it became something of an issue because, well, when it comes to crowding and really tight spaces, there are concerns that people can potentially die, or there were fans that were invading the stage that became problematic. So those were some of the issues that arose, and as a result, Amyl and the Sniffers did not perform, but we did get to see Public Figures open for Amyl and the Sniffers, and it seems like they killed it, at least from the videos that were posted, which included a cover of AC/DC's Thunderstruck. And it seems like they played a lot of unreleased tracks, or from what I can tell from the stories that people had posted or posts that they had made about public figures, there were a lot of songs that I haven't heard. But, when it comes to things like this, it's such a huge opportunity for a band that is only just gotten started, only having released 3 singles, and to play with one of the largest bands in Australia and perhaps the world. It's a blessing. It's truly a blessing. The analogy that comes to mind for me is a sailboat that is stuck in still water, waiting for a strong wind to get the boat going, and now it's finally come. And I'm just very excited to see what this means as far as the future of public figures go. And I already have some things I would like to share as a result of them playing at this event. Now, as far as side effects go, when it comes to playing with Amyl and the Sniffers, I imagine that Public Figures has received a number of follows as a result of playing with this band. In addition, and perhaps in a direct or even indirect way, on my YouTube dashboard for the episodes that we had made previously about Public Figures, introducing the band and also covering their latest single, I have received a bump in views leading up to that show that happened on November 14th, which was this past Saturday. And thereafter, I've been getting somewhere between 20 and 30 views a day. And it's very exciting to see, because for the longest time, I didn't know if anything was going to happen with those episodes. Because, like I said, this band is so brand new that, it's like answering a question that nobody had asked. And I had made that episode, I think, roughly 115 days ago, which was months back. Probably closer to 4 months at this point. That I had made my first episode about Public Figures, and at that time nobody was really curious to learn more about a band from Melbourne that was playing punk rock or whatever genres that they play at this point, because as I said previously, with their more recent single, it seems like they have really opened themselves up. But I digress. Getting back to the matter at hand, I had made episodes about Public Figures previously, and it didn't seem like people were all that interested in the band. And now that they have played with Amyl and the Sniffers, I could see a direct correlation as a result of playing this show, which was very cool to see. And, I'm just here to share my own personal experience of talking about Public Figures, and for Public Figures to find out that there are people looking for them after the fact of playing with Amyl and the Sniffers. It's a very exciting time for the band, and I hope they continue to grow. And I don't know what else to add. This was going to be a relatively short episode, but I did want to address the topic itself because it just happened right now, or rather, it just happened a couple days ago, or if not, just yesterday, that they had this really awesome opportunity. And I feel like this is a catalyst moment for Public Figures to continue to grow and for more people to be interested in their music. And I hope they seize this moment by releasing yet another single. I know they just had How I'm Feeling come out a couple weeks ago or more recently. So you got to keep the fire going. I'm hoping that they release another single or have something else available for fans to keep their interest, because what an opportunity, what a momentum shifter to play with a band as large as Amyl and the Sniffers. And I keep rambling about the same points, but I did have to share the fact that there are people looking for them as a result of me checking my YouTube dashboard. So keep up the good work. I am very excited to see what happens with this band. So keep doing the good work. Keep performing in Melbourne. I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store in 2026. So that'll be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time.